All right. Hello, hello. It is I, Ended Age. And welcome to art. We're going to be doing art today with a side of art and a little bit of art. The black screen. Hold on. Also, the music overlay is wrong. Come on. There we go. That's correct. All right. So, yeah, let's fix this, because apparently my OBS has decided to start shitting itself. There we go. Perfect. So, the plan for today... I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. The plan for today is just... to continue doing... continue creating characters for the TTRPG game. Which is kind of redundant. Tabletop RPG roleplay game. I love playing my game. But yeah, no. So we've got a number of these guys, a number of these fellas, and most of these are enemies or like playable characters. These are stand-ins for the basic character types. These are all enemies, except for this guy. This guy's not an enemy, he's a friend. But it's now time to start working on some player characters, because I wanna have player characters so that the players can look at the characters and they can go, "Whoa, it's me." You know? It's crazy logic, I know, but that's just my directive. I don't fucking know. My brain ain't working today. That's why I said that we might swap over to some more chill games and stuff afterwards, just because I'm not fully in the brain. Wow, it was me. Exactly. I don't know. Hold on. What is that emote? This is a good emote. This is a Twitch global emote. I like that emote. That's a good emote. Where is that? What? Can I have it? My avatar. This is a good emote. I'm glad that I saw that today. Anyhow, we have to create a character that is somehow a mix of these three. Let's see. So, for the most part, he's gonna have to be a mix between these two, with a little bit of this thrown in there for spice, you know? So, I've been trying to look at this, trying to figure out how exactly to attack it. From what I can see, the consistent characteristics is huge nose and kind of flowy eyebrows. Both of these characters have eyebrows that are very they're very not angular, archy. That's not a word. They have a lot of arcs in them. They're twisty, topsy twisty turvy. So I want to do that sort of thing for sure. But besides that, I haven't really tried to mess around with like different chin types in my art style. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. The setting is a Arctic, like it's an Arctic base effectively, or like a town in the Arctic. So I could probably lean towards this character having like a beard and like warmer clothing, fuzzy clothing. I just don't even know where to start, because usually if I'm like, the characters need to be facing forwards, right? Because you need to be able to see the front of them so that you know where they're gonna attack. So I don't like, how do you even do a chin like that? Do you like, is it like this, where you just give them a giant jutting jaw Kind of looks like Donkey Kong. Because I guess we could start here, you know. We could start here. Maybe not the butt chin. The butt chin seems unnecessary. I don't know if I'd want to keep a character with a butt chin just because it doesn't. But it would be really funny. Okay. I'm making these for other people as well, so I can't be stupid about them. I gotta actually be smart about how the character is made. I don't do that. It's not a thing I do. Okay, both of their heads are kind of like, they kind of have this whole thing going on, you know? Starts wide, ends thin. Starts wide, ends thin. So I could use that as well. Maybe here. So maybe I cover up the chin with a big beard. Is that way, you know, it's not too bad if the character looks like has the gigantic fucking like the tick kind of look. I just want them to look like they fit. Oh man, also hair. Okay. Hair I will leave for now. I'll just give him like a shitty little widow's peak. He needs... Okay, so he needs a massive nose. That's for sure. Huge, massive nose. Yeah. I feel like that's the one consistent thing between these characters is that they have absolutely gigantic noses. So let's do something like that. Now this guy, his whole shtick, and I'm gonna try to be quiet because other players are around, i.e. my family members. They're around the house. So I don't want them to overhear and get a glimpse into what's happening. I've been trying to keep everything secret, relatively, so that nobody has any kind of meta advantage over one another. Okay, so both of these noses are like huge, and also they're not teardrop shaped. They're kind of like rounded brick shaped. So let's try something like that. How about we'll do something like this, where it kind of connects up there, and then here we can go like this. Give him the... Ugh, that looks weird. Give him his little, like, doohickey-majiggy there. This is why it's difficult, because I just don't know if it's gonna work out in the long run. But at the end of the day, you know, we just send it. We'll just see how it works. Now, part of the thing with him having a big nose... Actually, no. He wouldn't have this. Because that's this part. And if he has a big nose, then this isn't going to be visible. It's going to be like huge and covered up. So I actually want to make it rounded over at the bottom. All right. And then we'll give him his curly eyebrows. The brush a little bit smaller. I'm trying to mess around more with different sized brushes and different brush types and whatnot. I haven't found anything in particular that I wish to stick with, but I'm still hoping that eventually I can find something that's really kind of style defining. All right. Now that kind of looks like everybody else's eyebrows in this. You don't have eyebrows. You do. They're more angular. You have pencil eyebrows, and then everybody else, yeah. You know what? That's not bad. It looks kind of similar to the other eyebrows, but it's not. That's not implicitly bad, even though I tend to dislike. I tend to dislike it when stuff is like too similar. How does Popeyes go? Okay, so it's like a really long, tall eyebrow. Like this. That's interesting. And it like loops in and around. Let's try that. This is a good track. This one. The Captain, the Coast. Try like this. How bad, eh? That, honestly, that has potential. I like how that's looking. Because it also, you know, some noses have the bump. I think mine has it. Not really. But sometimes, like, the nose ridge has, like, a prominent bump. So I could mess around with that. It's a very unique face shape. I have yet to really do stuff. I've been meaning to get around to maybe perhaps God, words are hard. I've been meaning to get around to doing some like art practice things, like little challenges to test my ability and kind of hone my style. But I'm just so lazy. Like, I think about it for a half second. I'm like, yeah, no, that'd be awesome. I love the idea of going and just trying to draw something that isn't in my comfort zone and seeing how to do it. And then I don't. I just straight up do not ever actually act on the plan. So maybe at some point I will. All right. So that's not bad. I like that, actually. Do I want... Okay. No, okay. I just gotta write down my thoughts here. So, of the characteristics of his, he is kinda mad. He's disinterested. Minor. With an E, important E there. What else? What else were the things that he had? Besides those attributes. You just draw, you're not good, but you draw in pixel art, so you don't see how bad your drawing skills are. Honestly, pixel art is its own skill, you know? When it comes down to it, like, pixel art is a much more precise and, like, thoughtful medium. Because you are doing, you have to do a lot with very few colors and very few lines. I actually respect pixel art. I used to do pixel art a lot more. I should try doing pixel art again. It's been a while. All right. Yeah, so let's... He's gonna have a hat or hair. Oh, night in the woods. Lovely. Yeah, I'll leave that aside. Whatever. Okay, so he's kind of mad and he's disinterested. I think those are what I'm gonna lean on for his facial expression. He's not exactly all there in the head, so perhaps I'd give him like a bit of a 1,000-yard stare. Give him something. I'm trying to go off of what I did for these guys. This guy's a tree. with like a carved in face. That's not his actual face. He's one of these guys. And then this guy just completely betrays the like standard stuff that I've been doing. So like this guy here is supposed to be one of these guys, but they look very different. So I guess at the end of the day, I could just go with whatever. You draw weird stuff, so you don't need to be too perfect. Yeah. Art doesn't need to be perfect. The concept of perfect, in my mind, kind of betrays the concept of art. Because, like, you know, you could strive to perfect your craft and perfect your style and like all that stuff, and I respect that. But the belief that art needs to look realistic, or there needs to be some kind of convention by which it, like, abides, it's like, no, it's art. Do whatever the fuck you want. And the result is art. That's how art works. So, you know, draw whatever the hell you want. Your art's fine. I haven't even seen it. Unless it looks like this. If this is what your art looks like, this right here, I would call bad. I want to cover his head with something, but I don't know if he has. Popeye is bald. And this guy doesn't, like, I guess he does have hair. He would be a redhead. This guy's just default. Jeez. What do I give this guy? I need to leave room for him to be able to wear other clothes as well. He needs to be able to put on a hat. All right. Well, I'll just continue with the other features. If just a blue painting in a museum. Oh, yeah. Any art in my mind is just an amount of effort, an amount of undirected effort put into making something by somebody else, or by somebody, not somebody else. Like, when you are say this, good example. This never existed. And then some guy just decided to put pen to paper and make it. And they put a bunch of effort into making something that just didn't exist. There was no convention for it. There was no thought. Well, there was thought, but there was nobody saying this is how you do it. They just looked at what they wanted and they created it based off of what they wanted. If you're gonna come up to me, give me a painting that is blue and only blue. Or it's just like you took a piece of shit in your hand and threw it at a painting, you know? Like you threw it at a canvas and you go, this here is modern art, true modern art. I will tell you to your face that you are stupid. It's not. It's just not true. You put no effort. Zero effort went into it. Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I've listened to this music playlist. It's a lot of old stuff. My take on the Black Square. The Black Square? Oh. Like Mecca? Not... I mean, which Black Square? Because Mecca is a whole different thing. Maybe it's not that well known. I mean, it can't be if it's just a black square. Here, let me look it up. "1915" by Russian avant-garde artist. Banana tape on white background. Yeah. Like, it's interesting, because I feel like a lot of modern art is actually just poetry trying to pretend to be art so that it can be sold. Because I just looked it up, and the AI summary is like, oh, yes, it's all about it, and like adventuring into the abstract concept of nothing. And, there's no recognizable shapes on it. And in actuality, it's a black square. All of the thought that goes into it, you could have put on paper, maybe? Like written it down? That would be thought-provoking. But instead, you handed me a square. It's a square. AI must lie his ass off for this. It's very possible that it's very possible. I wouldn't I'm not gonna read the Wikipedia. I don't care that much about Black Square. Hello. Oh yeah, I haven't said hi to everybody. Hello everybody. Hi Tommy. Hi Hawo. Hi To Go. How's everybody doing? We're just creating a guy. You know what? Okay, we're creating a player character. Here, for everybody who has missed recent updates to the character sheet that I've kind of put together over this time. We've got basic characters. We got all sorts of enemies. This one's a secret boss. Except it's not a secret boss. It's just a boss. I'm keeping it secret. And we got this guy who's like a big tough enemy. This guy who I drew like 5 years ago. I just recently like took the image and put it in here so I can use it. But yeah. And now we are making player characters. So we've got a couple of player characters already, and we are working on a third. To be honest, you kind of love this. I'm glad. I'm like, this is one of those things where seeing it as a sum of its parts, like all of these different characters next to each other, it does definitely give me a hit of dopamine, It's just a lot of thingamajigs, and I made them all except for this one. Some other guy made this one. Anyhow, at the moment we are creating a character who is supposed to be a major mix between these two and then some aspects of this guy kind of sprinkled in with these other details about him. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to make him. I think this attribute could probably be shown by one of these classic, like ring inside of a ring, like that for the eye. Because most of these guys, they just have the black pupil. Will this guy have a reddish nose? He looks like he would. You know what? That's a really good... That's... I'm going to use that. Because he is in the Arctic. So his nose would absolutely be red. Like, yeah, this perfect for this kind of guy. Let's see, how far do we want his eye bags to go? Go like this. Now, if I go like this, oh, that just looks like him. That just makes him look like Fido. I think the difference is literally just whether or not I color it in. It's kind of hard because I'm drawing these characters. What is Fido? It's a dog. It's just like, dogs that look like this in cartoons, and they got like the maybe not like that. It's like this. and its eye has like a patch around it. Like one of its eyes has that like opposite colored patch. Like a classic cartoon dog look. Dog. It's kind of look like what, pigtails, like a Dalmatian. Yeah. I don't know why my brain defaulted to Fido when describing that, but I don't know. It's too common a name. But this guy, oh, I did not mean to stretch him to oblivion. Am I drawing with a mouse? Sometimes I swap between mouse and pen. I've got a pen, but also sometimes I draw with a mouse just for the fuck of it. All right. So we'll give this guy. Oh yeah, what I was saying before. I asked my characters to give me description, or my players to give me descriptions of their characters, and only one of them actually gave me a comprehensive description, and that was the one who made this guy. And so he looks sick as hell. And then like, you know, you got like this guy who you can kind of tell took a little bit less like there's a few less details about him. And this guy, I'm really just I'm shit out of luck. He gave me 2 characters, and then that's it. So I'm I don't know whether or not to give him interesting attributes that might like prevent him like mess with his gameplay and something. Like I'd want to give him like a lazy eye and some fancy looking clothes and stuff that makes his character look interesting. But I don't know how that'll affect gameplay. Making games is hard. Can you see Small Hoog in the corner? Oh yeah, I forgot I drew. Here's the Small Hoog I made. I like having a doodle corner. It's good. There's so many little things you can do. Smoog. Yeah. Smoog. Bring back gun noise. I'm sorry to say, but the noises are going to be gone for the foreseeable future because voice mod sucks, and my other solution that I was going to try didn't. It didn't work at all. Oh, thanks. Also, welcome Toad and Luna. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the game. You want the Smoog on the shelf? Do you want me to color him in? Here, I'm gonna go over. Shall remain here for a while. You are welcome. Stay a while. So I will merge thems. Nope, not merge them. Like he wants to see the world. He does look. Do you see a Shaw? You see a Shaw? Let's. Okay. Now, do we want to make him another Hoog, or do we want to give him like slightly different color? So, like slightly different colored vestments. Let's do a little bit of character design. Really, really change things up, you know? What art software is this? It's Krita. Free to use, and I've been using it for years, and it's really good. It's even got animation. It's got comprehensive animation stuff in it. So it very, very good. 10 out of 10 software. Smaller cousin no one talks about, but he's low-key chill. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just the malicious part of my brain, but I feel like this guy would be perfect to put in like a catapult. And I don't know if that's just me. Like, he feels like he would fit. Gotta get him a good color. Krita is the name? Yep. Krita is the name of the program. Want to edit him next to tree-sized Hoog from Halloween? You feel free to. Do what you want. I'm not gonna stop you. Making him more gray. Fun fact, the original Hoog stuff, like the Hoog drawings as I was first making them, a bunch of them had gray fur. A bunch of them actually looked kind of like this. Hoog's smaller cousin, that's your headcanon. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's a valid headcanon. Do it next time you're on your computer. Alright. See. Happen. Alright. There we go. Is this good? Schmoog. Perfect. I feel like this might turn into Scrappy Doo. If I'm being honest. This feels like it a few jokes away from becoming Scrappy Doo. If any of you know, if any of you guys know that, I mean, of course you guys know Scrappy Doo is. Scrappy Doo? You ever watch Scooby Doo? Make him ammunition. It would be so funny. That's what I'm thinking, though. Like, Schmoog would make for excellent, excellent ammo. Oh, no, not PGM file. I want a PNG file. Thank you very much. You think Scrappy Doo is niche? There's no way Scrappy Doo is niche. Huh? I think I might have a conniption if Scrappy Doo is actually niche. I need to get a picture so you guys can see. I don't know if any of you guys like grew up with Scooby-Doo, but the Scooby-Doo is big childhood. You haven't watched I guess that makes sense. He's okay. He's this guy. It's a small it's a small version of Scooby who can speak regularly and is incredibly annoying. That is who Scrappy Doo is, and he is apparently Scooby's son. I think at some point they kick him out of the car and leave him for dead on the side of a desert road in like one of the movies. Like this guy is a relatively important character. Good show. Can be put in cannon and Hoog fires him at someone. When he lands, he just rips their face apart. Jesus. I feel like he would make like a squeaky toy noise and like bounce off their head, giving them a concussion. He just didn't know what his name was. Ah, okay. Yeah. So you know. We are aware vaguely. Scooby is a deadbeat dad? I think so. He's like a stoner. I guess not like mutually implicit, but I doubt Scooby is a good dad, honestly. He doesn't seem like much for raising kids. Get an actual copy of the Smoog. There we go. He can hang out next to the mozzarella sticks. There we go. All right. back to it. Moog's going to be the only one who's colored in over there. Like he really wants them, but they spin too fast. He's kind of hitting the pose like when you're a young kid and you're trying to get your mom's attention, or you're like waiting for them to stop talking. I feel like that's kind of like he can't. I don't know. He's small. He's rather mini school. Not what I wanted. All right, it's time to get back to drawing him. This fella. Okay, so I don't think he needs a hat, which means that I'm gonna have to find hair for this guy. Sadly, the options we have aren't exactly very descriptive. Is Krita free? It is. It very much is. If you find a version that's paid, then it's probably not Krita. What hairstyle do I give this guy? That's the gist of my concept, of my brain. What was that sentence? My brain ain't working today. My brain ain't working ever. Since when the fuck is my brain functioning? We need to give this guy a haircut, a hairstyle of some sort. A hat. Well, the thing is, I want to give him a hat. Like, I really badly want to give him a hat. However, armor in my game has special effects. So if I give him a hat, then the hat will do something, you know? Like, I can't just give him a hat. Because otherwise it'll, like, give him a bonus. Make it the cowboy's mustache pointing upwards. Making a game? Oh yeah, small and buff. Well, that is what he is. All right. It's kind of hard to describe, especially in a timely manner. I am making a game. All of these different creatures are from a TTRPG that I am making. These guys are all the different species that you can play as for the playable characters. These are, like you can see over here, this is a player character version of this guy. And this guy is a player character version of this guy. And they all have their own special bonuses and like debuffs and stuff that come with that. And they, like, there's a whole bunch of lore and stuff that I've been writing for the better part of 9 years, I think, since I was in high school, really. So yeah, it's kind of like this guy's a really old drawing, so he got a weird face, but yeah, no. 9, yeah, not like, it's not super like full force kind of thing. It's just over time I've just kind of worked on it. Like, I have an idea and I put it into this fictional world, and over time it's just bloated to being a massive world building project. Contain void by any chance? The Scabbits are dark matter. So one aspect better than GTA 6. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Gonna be honest. But the Scabbits, there's a whole lot of context. The Scabbits are effectively living beings made of the leftover dark matter caused by the Big Bang, because the planet and world that these guys exist in happened significantly closer to the time of the Big Bang than like us human beings. So there's still remaining like dark matter and stuff and energy that hasn't dissipated. And somehow through, you know, fiction bullshit, that has turned into these little guys who can't die. Well, they can die. They do die. Is it a stretch to call this a Hollow Knight reference? It's actually a Rain World reference. They're called Scavets. Could you guess what they're supposed to be based off of? Scavets are older than dinosaurs. All of these characters are older than dinosaurs. This fucking Joe Schmo is older than the dinosaurs. We see it on Game Theory next week. I wish. The Game Theory is Game Theory's still going, eh? I forgot that they like handed off the reins to that. But yeah, no, I could go through all the different like things about these guys. I think the least developed of these guys are the Ariel and the Dan. The Dan, actually, maybe the Levi? I don't know. I put a lot of effort. Like over time, I've written a lot about these various different creatures. And then these are all creatures that I have created recently as enemies for the game. This one's a boss fight. Let's put a little bit more effort into this, and then I'll show you guys the actual board game like layout. You can see what it looks like functionally. So I kind of like the idea of giving him like the reverse hairstyle of this guy's mustache. Now, I don't know how exactly that would work due to gravity. It's a bit he doesn't have wire mesh in his hair. However, what I could do is I could use it as kind of the base for a more crazy hair. Like this. You know how it would work? What's your thought? Give me your ideas. I want the hair to be kind of messy because he's not a very well kept guy. Frankly, he spends most of his time in like caves and stuff. The hair ends up on his head like a piece of cloth. Oh, so like a do-rag or something else. Make his hair his actual mustache hair, but his mustache grows upward onto his head, so he's oh god, not the world's worst comb over. I think I might go with this style just because I think it would make the player happy. Because the player is my dad, and he is of an older generation, and this reminds me of David Bowie, and the character's name is Rocky. So, you know, it all kind of fits, surprisingly. Yeah, so let's just figure out how to make it work. Because this is kind of mullet-y. The player doesn't deserve to be happy? True. No, you're right. You're complete. That's why I've got to give him this hairstyle. You know? I feel like really what might be closer to what he needs as a player is something that looks a little bit more like this. You know? So he can fight better. It's awful. All right, so it'll be like that. And that's it. That's fine. He's okay. Interesting. Now, His head's gonna need to be much smaller than it looks right now. This is a good track. But his head's gonna need to be smaller. It's gonna be like that. Eh. You know, I could have made it smaller afterwards. I didn't have to make it smaller, like, so early in. And I'll just... I want to be lazy. I can't. All right, and then we'll give him... the problem with him having such a huge chin is that I don't know how to do a mouth now. Like, his mouth needs to be up here, right? Okay, so I'm gonna give him a harsher look just because this particular model is him in a fight. So I want him to look like he is angry. I want him to look like he is fighting. Decisions. Okay, that doesn't look like he's fighting. Don't give him mouth. Let him mumble everything. Maybe. I could do that. I could furrow. Oh, there we go. Actually, you know what? That does it. That's how it's done. Okay. It kind of... it's not actually that bad. The unibrow, the unibrow is words are hard. Let's see just how much I can do with this. One thing I don't like about this song is the fact that it constantly makes a little, like, clicking noise and, like, right in the ear. Okay. So now I can focus on giving him an actual mouth. He looks like a Muppet. What do I do? What can a boy do? Do I give him the butt chin? I mean, Okay, where does Popeyes? Where does his mouth go? Okay, so it is way up here. And I could... By the way, this guy, you know what? I should probably feature that in his character a bit more. So, this guy's whole shtick, his attack method, these guys, they are both grapplers. So they're just different varieties of them. This guy is a throw his body weight around grappler, and this guy is a like kidnap a single target to the back of a room and take them out. This guy hucks grenades, so it's a little bit different. I could probably feature some of that in his look somehow. Like, I could do something like this. How do you... Yeah, something like that. Where he looks dirty, and he looks like he hucks grenades. Yeah, so... I guess for now, I'll just, like, give him more detail to his hair so it looks messier. Something like that. What's it called if I have it figured out? So planned release date, it's not going to be a how about he got grenade dynamite strapped on? I could, you know, when we move on to the like body design, I'll see about that. So I'm currently still in the design phase of the game. It's a TTRPG, so it's not going to be a online game. I'm hoping eventually that I can turn it into Rain World. I can turn it into a physical like card game. What did I just do? I dropped something on my keyboard. So I do want to add like make something physical for it, but that's not going to happen for a long time. At the moment, it is. It's kind of in like iteration 1 where I've got the basic idea down and I'm doing quality control on it. That's mainly what's happening. You know, I'm getting a group together so that they can play through the game so I can figure out what's good, what's bad, you know, what needs to be changed. And then I'll add another thing that I've been working on, but I haven't been able to add because I'm setting up a game for people. So I'm going to add that second thing later, which is species-specific abilities. The ability system. Oh, man, I'd have to describe so much. Make a 300-euro board game out of this. It's kind of like D&D. Yeah. That it's a TTRPG like that. And, yeah, I would hope for it not to be $300. However, knowing costs and all that stuff, it's make it a rough concept and then polish it. Yeah. Currently, the way that I'm doing it is I am dumping all ideas into the game and just like bunch of ideas go in, test it. Bunch more ideas go in, test it again. Bunch more ideas go in, test it again. And once I get enough ideas where it feels like it is full, then I go through and I trim the fat. And that's when it's going to start looking like a proper cohesive like world and game. Will it be a video game at some point? I really want to make video games. Like that's one of my dreams is to make video games. So there is a future where it is a video game. Like me and a buddy of mine have an idea for a video game that would be it would be effectively this as a isometric top-down turn-based strategy game. I want to do that, but that takes a lot of time and effort, and I don't know how to code. I'm horrible at learning languages, and coding is just another language. Yeah, I'm bad at coding. I can make music. I can make art. I can come up with designs. I can come up with concepts. I can do all of that stuff. Coding. I can't do coding. It doesn't work. My brain doesn't work like that. Realizing that this is not the correct thing. Just give him hat-shaped hair. Yeah. Problem solved. Pack it up, boys. We got him. Coding is not that difficult. I know it's not difficult. It's just I have a variety of ADHD that makes it really hard for me to pay attention to like languages and learning languages. I glean a lot of the information that I get like in my brain from just like doing it. When it comes to coding and when it comes to languages, like it's just like, this means that, and my brain goes, why, what, huh, you know, it just doesn't work. I've tried. I did multiple Arduino classes when I was in like engineering school. Yeah. Can work with the designs and stuff to make the soundtrack for it, and someone else can code. Well, that was the original idea. But the person I'm working with to code it, been very bogged down by life. So, you know. That's why you can't learn Spanish no matter how hard you try. Yeah. Like, you just have to actually apply it. From my experience, you know? I can learn languages, like I'm learning French. I've been in a place where French is one of the main languages my entire life. Haven't picked it up very well. But now that I'm actually like going into, like I'm going to be living in a place that's entirely French. So I'm going to be talking a lot of French. I'm going to learn French. That's just how that works. But when it comes to somebody being like somebody teaching me, my brain does not catch on. You forgot everything after a certain point? Yeah. Yeah, you just have to talk to people in the language. I moved to France? No, I moved slightly more into Quebec. The Hoog Father. Great Hoog Father. I think at some point in the past I made mention in some random book or story or whatever about the Great Hoog Father. Probably. I don't know. I don't remember that long ago. A loss for you Europeans. I mean, I being in France, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to move anywhere, frankly. Canada's kind of nice at the moment. Not a lot of insurrection and like shitty government and all of that. Yeah. Cloud AI can make a good rough shape of a game. Yeah. This particular game, I'd take heavy inspiration from my current obsession, Mugenics, which a lot of its game mechanics are actually it's like pretty simply done. You have everything is a status effect, and you have items and abilities that change the way the status effects work, or it'll like double up a status effect if they're both active at the same time. I would do something like that, except I also have to make guns and grenades, and I have to consider that people can multi-class as like punch grenade guy. You know, it'll be a little complicated. And then there's also magic, but it's not magic. It's a whole different thing. It's a lot. Need this. The game at some point in the future, when the game may or may not come out, the Great Hoog Father will be a thing. Trust. All right. So let's actually move on to giving him some clothes, eh? Let's give him a kind of... I'm not gonna give him the breezy stuff that Popeye wears. I'm gonna go for something a little bit cozier, considering the conditions. Gonna give him just, I guess, just turtleneck, honestly. Do that. Also, so that I can cover up more of the back of his head, because it is wide. When making outfits for characters, I find it's significantly easier to focus on trying to make something functional and just seeing where that brings you, over focusing on like, is this specific piece of clothing interesting? Does this, like, how does this affect the character's shape? What is it like? What? like only worrying about that at the end after I've put down the basic ideas that are there for theoretical function. Make him like a cowboy sailor type of deal where he throws bombs at ships, and that's why he... I mean, the way that the character works. Okay. I feel like I need to go into the... Because you guys are giving good suggestions. It's just they're not suggestions that would work for the theme. The world this takes place in is a post-apocalypse. So there was a world previously that was ruled by these guys, and they are incredibly violent. They are predisposed to being cruel and evil. So the world is pretty much constantly in a Cold War because all of them, they're ingenuitous and they're mean. So they're killing everything and they're like at each other's throats constantly. Over time, other aliens gain sentience and go up into space. They never do because they're too busy fighting each other. But as other aliens, such as the Levi, kind of pass by their solar systems and whatnot, they shoot them down. Are they humans? No. They're actually much larger than humans. They're called Bardens, or Jankies was the working name. They look the most like humans, however they are not. They have no neck, their skin has lead in it, and they're like 8 feet tall. These guys are similar. They're kind of like dwarves. But yeah, no. Who's Dan? Dan is, I forget, I don't remember exactly what the lore was behind him. I think he might have mutated in the post-apocalyptic world. Either that or he's just like a mutant guy. I forget. I'll have to write about that. But imagine 096 if you're an SCP person. Or, any of those lanky, kind of like tall, lanky, scary fellas with long arms. Scavit and a Barden have a kid. Oh, for the Ariel? What he looks like? Oh, that's what this guy looks like. Yeah. I do want to add... I've got a lot of features I want to add. We haven't put down a line in hours. But I have several features I want to add. So the way that it works, your character, you choose 2 passive abilities and 2 active abilities to start, and then you level up and you add more stuff. I want to add individual pools for active and passive abilities specifically for different species. And then I want to create a function where you can be a mutant. I should write my random ideas down to use later. Yeah, usually I do. I have a Discord server filled with it. But here, I'll get back to drawing. But I want to add like mutants, basically, which is mutated versions, basically multi-species. Mutated versions where you're 2 different species, you have all the buffs and debuffs, and you can only pick from those 2 species-specific pools. So it allows you to do some funky stuff where you mix together the buffs and stuff of 2 very powerful characters, but you don't get access to some of the really powerful, like generally usable abilities. But it's all stuff that I need to think about and like work on over time. Otherwise, like if I try to do it all at once, I'm just gonna get nowhere because I'll confuse myself. You know what? I want the hair to go over the shoulder. Do something like that. Got the idea. Made of grenades. The hat gets smaller if he uses too many. A bald spot on his head becomes visible, and he takes double damage. Yeah. I mean, he could do that. I have a function in the game where oh god. I'll just show you guys a bunch of the stuff. Are you guys down to receive just a whole bunch of lore and crap after I'm finished drawing this basic character. Kind of want to get Mugenics, but I don't know about it. I said it was... Oh, yeah. I love the game. So, if you know about... lore. Hard. There's so many different things. Have to go to sleep after the lore drop. All right. Well, you know what? This is the majority of the character. I can very easily figure out the rest of the outfit, and like his pose and stuff. This is the majority of what I wanted to do today. So I will take this opportunity. I want to double check. Don't want to dox anybody. You know, I've got friends in. All right. There shouldn't be anybody here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do... I don't think I can, like... Okay. I don't think Discord will allow me to... do this. Because it doesn't like me showing Discord on stream. Here. Hide that. And give the Mugenics rundown later. Yeah, I'll try to be relatively quick with this. Okay, so I'm going to disable that. So good. All right. I love good drums and music. It's just too good. There we are. Okay. So, it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can change some ratios here. Okay. That works, kinda. All right. So, this is the server. Is the server private? Yeah. It's a personal server. At some point I may turn it into a public thing, but for now, while I'm working on it, it needs to stay private. But yeah. So I've got... Eventually it may. Eventually it may become public. But, yeah. So, to start off, we've got all this stuff, which is just the character sheet. You got your character, the name. You can't have anybody stealing my ideas. Frankly, I just don't want anybody to, like, DDoS the server and get it shut down or something. Like, I've been working on moving this out into PDFs and stuff, but still, I have a lot of information in this Discord server that probably shouldn't be stored on a Discord server. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not thinking that you would. It's just in general. But we got, you know, all the stuff. You got your species, profession, Google Docs. I hate Google Docs. The professions are interesting. Basically, how I did it is when you are creating your character, I want you to be able to create literally whatever the hell you want. So you choose a profession with zero guidelines. You just go, what do I want, like, my character to do? And if it ever shows up in game, then you can be like, hey, that's my character's profession. That's cool. It's kind of bad in some ways. I just find Google and Microsoft both suck. They, like, their services have moved away from being simple and easy to use to being all-encompassing and thus way too complicated, way too unreliable. Like, I've tried multiple times. Like, I did an entire transfer of the rulebook to Microsoft Word, and when I tried to get it as a PDF, it fucked up the entire formatting. Irreversibly. Like, there's physically no way for me to take all of the work that I put into it and, like, actually turn it into a result because of how broken the service is. So that pissed me off. And then I went to Google, and Google had a very similar issue where it just had zero formatting. And, ugh. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. You start off with two things. Two things that literally have no bearing on anything else, or rather, that nothing else has bearing on. You have your profession, where you choose whatever the hell you want, and your character can be it. So if you want your character to previously have been like a shop owner, sure. A gladiator, sure. A slave, sure. A mobster, sure. Anything. Literally anything. And if something related to it applies, like if something related to that profession shows up, then you get a little advantage. Secondly, any item. You get to just choose an item to bring in with you. In previous tests, somebody brought in like a gift card. This time somebody has like a guitar. Like a lot of people bring in cloaks and special armor that gives them little bonuses or multi-tools that will help them. And that I hope helps create characters where they can then add all this stuff. You got armor, you got spite, which is our mana. We got active weapon. Talents is just species bonuses. My stat system is weird. So instead of each stat having a number associated with it, I have a dice associated with it. So you have 1d4 and 1d20, and then 2 of all of the intermediate dice, and you just apply them to each one. So if you need to do a knowledge roll, and you put d20 as your knowledge check, then you would roll a d20, and that would be, like, that would determine how good you are at that stat. And then there's, of course, like, straight bonuses, there's advantage, disadvantage, there's a lot of other stuff. An amphibian-like species. I could totally see myself adding more species, because this world is supposed to have, like, it's supposed to have a bunch of species. It's also supposed to be absolutely massive, so it has a lot of room for stories. But yeah, between the stats, knowledge, smarts, ingenuity is unrelated to smarts. It's your ability to make stuff. So when I was talking about the grenades, credit card number species, when I was talking about the grenades, the ways that grenades work, each weapon has its own here, let's move over to combat. These are all the different weapon types and basic action types. Basic action, combat is very like rules heavy, and out of combat is very RP, like on a whim. So in combat, all of these different weapon types are involved. Don't forget the IP address. I mean, please don't. Please. I'll have it species just called 4385238444. But yeah, so you have your melee, which uses your strength attack, so you want to have high strength if you're going to be a melee. You have your guns and like bow and arrows and stuff, and they take throttle, which is complex or complicated weaponry. And for explosives, they take ingenuity, because the whole gameplay of explosives is you find scrap, you turn that scrap into grenades mid-battle, and you throw them at your enemies. Whereas, like, with melee, you find melee weapons and then you hit them with them. Or you, listening and watching me yap about my game is pig. I appreciate that. At least one of you guys is enjoying this. Rain World is peak. Except for when it gets on my nerves, in which case it's evil. Yeah, no. So the gameplay loop is different for each of them. You got strength, which the weapons are weaker technically. They're not ranged, but they're reliable. You got explosives, where the weapons are very weak, but they have the potential to be very strong depending on what resources you use to make the grenades. And then you have ranged weapons, which are very powerful, and they have a lot of range, but they require expensive ammunition to use. So they all have, like, weird little trade-offs that I'm hoping kind of evens them out in the battlefield. What else? What else? I mean, there's that. So we have knowledge, ingenuity, strength is the melee, throttle's the ranged, sturdiness, and fortitude. These three, the sturdiness, fortitude, and sprint are all your defense dice. There's 3 different defense dice for different types of attack. The best creatures in Rain World, in your opinion? I would disagree, but feel free. Where do the hat-shaped grenades? If a player wanted to, they could use a hat in the creation of a grenade, and that would be completely allowed. Like, they could take like 5 scrap, a pound of C4, and a top hat, and mix them all together into a grenade and throw it like that one Bond villain. And it would be completely allowed within the game. My favorite creature in Rain World? That's a good question. What is my favorite creature in Rain? I know that there's a lot that like tickle me when I see them. There's a lot of little fellas. But I think orange lizards have got to be my favorite off the top of my head. Means the red-nosed guy can do it too? Yeah. Can't think of one, just say scavengers. The scavengers are not the choice I'm going to make. I'm sorry, pal. They can go suck their off-screen spears. Suck their spears off-screen would be a better insult, but fuck you. I love the orange lizards. All right, so yeah. There's 3 different methods of defense. Basically, the way that it works is if an enemy attacks you, who likes the Arty campaign. I hated the Arty campaign. I absolutely despised the Arty campaign. You kidding me? That campaign was so, like, arduous. Do you know how many times I needed to get through a gate? Just waiting for scavengers to show up so I can kill them to go through the gate. And it's just not happening. Because that happened so much in the Arty campaign. Where it was just constantly like, okay, yep, we go back. Slamming me out. Try. I have a top hat full of C4. But, yeah, so the way that defense works, if you're taking physical damage, you roll both your sprint and your sturdy dice. Basically, your sprint is your dodge chance. If you beat the attack with your dodge chance, you take 0 damage. But if your character isn't particularly fast, they also can defend by sturdy, which you roll your sturdy dice after failing a sprint dice to negate damage. So, like, you'll take 20 damage, you roll your sturdy dice, get a 14, have that, it takes away 7 damage, so you only take 13 damage. That's how a sturdy build would work. And then fortitude is for mental and poison and all of that stuff. Charm is a dump stat right now. I need to upgrade it. It's kind of weak. Awareness is your everything. It's your search rooms, it's your loot, it is your initiative, it is all that stuff. And then stealth is a very specific build, like resource for certain builds that rely on stealth. Okay. So that's all those. We're almost done. We got the abilities. So yeah, so many abilities. All you can choose of any of these pools. They all have different varieties, and they can all be upgraded. And they all have spike costs, which are these. A drawing pencil thing contraption do I use? I use a Huion tablet. These things are really good. This thing I've had for years. I spilt epoxy on it, and then I took it apart and cleaned it, and it works completely fine. A lot of respect for Huion stuff. But you know, so at the start of every turn, you roll your knowledge dice to get spite, which then you can use to cast spells, and then you have passives, which give you a bunch of other stuff. You can be heavy. You can hold more weapons. You can have Gorilla Fists, which gives you plus 10 damage to unarmed attacks. You could be the Furnica, which gives you the ability to roll a D100 to just fuck over a specific like roll. You know, a lot of stuff, a lot of thingamajigs to look at. How does one spell that? Huion. Here, I'll just type it in chat. And besides that, I mean, that's most of the, yeah, that's all of the main stuff. So there you go. That's the dump. That's the information dump, the lore dump. The yada yada huda hada. Not really lore as much as function. The lore is separate. The lore is a whole other thing. I don't know if I'd want to. I don't know if you'd want me to go into the lore. What we do now? All right. So it's been an hour and a half. Grenade hat will be kept in your mind. Lovely. Here we'll just. Is it important for the test? Yes, it will be on the test. However, we will not give you the information. Actually, we'll give you the lore, but we'll make sure that it is all printed out in like the shittiest black and white ink, so that you can't tell what any of the images are, and your studying is horrible. All right, let's see. Let me just do one of these. Like home. Geez, so many history tests. Looking through the books and stuff, it's just that. Pretty peak imagery. Yeah, he's just enjoying his time, you know? He's just having a good one. Living, loving, and laughing. Living, laughing, and this. So color that in, then give it a little bit of this. There we are. Girl boss gatekeep gaslight grenade hat. All right. This. All right. So, can bring more ideas for it if needed. I'll have it on standby. All right. So we will be taking a quick break before swapping off to another game. I'm thinking that for the second half of the stream, we're just gonna chill and talk about random stuff while I play Sulfur. So anybody who's interested in sticking around for that, feel free to do so. Anybody who wants to go to bed, have a good night. See you around, Tommy. See you guys after the break. All right. We are back with a little. Music overlay. All right. Oh, apparently I just got a bunch of achievements. Beat the game on easy. Beat the game on hard. Huh? Well, what are all these achievements that I just got? I guess. All right. So, what is happening now is I want. Oh, this is an older save. Chief save. Fires include. Okay. Choice cannot be changed later. Do I want to allow cheats? No. Sure. I don't want. I never used them. Game's not hard enough to warrant using them. So yeah, this is a game that I like playing, coming back to every once in a while. A goofy shooter with a lot of fun looking guns. Yeah, I like messing around with them. So, oh yeah, and then there's the cube and the endless mode, all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff they have in this game. I have been meaning to do something with this gun in particular. So I'm going to take this opportunity today to do that. Oh, wait, hold on. Where's all my money stuff? Where's all my ammo? Oh, it's in this chest. I see. Old D&D OC. Can you put it on the shelf? Sure. Just post it in the shelf redemptions, and I'll get it up there. So good. So, for this one, what I want to do, I'm gonna get all of this stuff. So this particular weapon, the Neuraxis F22, it is, traditionally speaking, really dog shit. It's a machine gun, and it has 100 bullets in it, and the bullets get more and more accurate the longer you fire. The problem is, reloading it looks like this. And we're good. So, yeah, typically I don't consider this a very good weapon. However, I know that there is a combination of spells that I can put on this thing that will make it insane. It's not the best, but it was an old concept for a Twitch character. That's all right. Anything goes. As long as it doesn't have a dick and balls, it's fine. No? But yeah, no. Loading this thing is a nightmare. I want to try to upgrade it so that reloading is no longer an issue. Just give me a second. Grab that. Get in here. And there we go. Where is he? There it is. Yeah, that's cute. Is it like a little monkey? Here, we'll put them next to the nerd hoog. All right. So, looking at this, which one was it? It was there is a scroll that causes enemies to be charmed depending on how much I juggle their bodies after they die. And this thing would be really strong with that. Additionally, there are a lot of... Like, reload speed would be good, but it is unnecessary. The scarecrow-looking rat? Oh. Huh. Works. Cool. Ammo consume chance. This. Ammo consume chance. The lower the chance to consume ammo, the less likely I'll use ammo. And in this thing where I don't want to be reloading ammo, if I just make it so that it never runs out of ammo, then it's insane, you know? Suddenly it's one of the best weapons. That's at least the thought process. So what I want to do is try to get that made, you know? So looking at these, -25, -40, but bullet speed is -40 as well. Ammo consume chance. Okay. So this adds up to 70. I want to have the most likelihood chance to consume extra ammo new. You never played it, but you like making characters. You don't have friends to play D&D. Well, you know, the whole... I didn't even say the name. The Barons. That's what I call it for now. That entire thing was created because of the fact that I really wanted to play D&D, but I never had anybody to play it with. So I decided to just make my own D&D. That's why it's like kind of like D&D, but also if you know anything about D&D, you'll look at it and you're like, okay, that's kind of weird, you know? Oh, the dog eyes are actually important. So these are for a quest, not for yours. I need... Oh, okay, there we go. So I'll take this, take that, because that'll be important for armor. I'll take some money. And I won't take the best weapons or ammo. You know what? I'll take... Oh, this thing's upgraded a little bit. Okay, what's its deal? Makes my own Baldur's Gate. I mean, that would be cool. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is... Huh. You know, I could be down to run these two. They seem like they could be fun. So yeah, let's take that. Where is my armor? My armor's in here. So let's not take anything too insane. Take the Santa coat. Running shoe. I could take one of the Pope hats that I have. All right. Try that. Now, in actuality, ammo consume chance -40, bullet speed -40. I feel like that might be okay. Faster and more accurately the longer you rev the handle. I feel like that would be all right. So I'm gonna put the helium oil on first. No title change. Ooh, good catch. I don't know what to call it. Sulfur make gun good. There we go. 8. There we are. Homing bullets, that, nah. Thunderbolt, no. Chance to charm a target, no. Shock area, no. 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 I mean, the railgun could negate the downside of that. It's just, nah. Okay, well, we'll run it as is for now. We have, okay, so we have the double jump. We have both of these guns. I'm gonna get a little bit more shotgun ammo off of you. There we are. The recycle oil, I think, might be a bit of a waste, because I think I could make up for a downside. Like the disables aiming, that's fine. The ammo consume chance, that's also fine. Let's add extra lung, I guess. Increase speed when eating, assault rifle damage, sniper. Ooh, better loot. Yeah, give me that. And then I'll take that for whatever. Okay, good. We go out here. We get everything repaired. The Pope hat is so goopy. Damn. Alright, what do you have on you? The Beck 8. I love that gun, but don't really need it. Sniper scope. Take the laser sight. And I'll take sniper scope. Just to have. Do I have any other laser sights? No, I am flat out. Okay. Well, then the laser sight can go on that. The silencer can't go on that. Or that. Either of them. That's fine. Okay. Let's go. Whee. So the goal for this thing... You can see how it kind of sucks. But we're just gonna have to go through and hack and slash the shit out of a bunch of goblin babies to level this thing up a bit. Now if I... Ooh! Gabba food make! Hooray! Give me all those food recipes. Thank you. You have to make your own food in this game. Like, rather, food is healing in this game. So, having those recipes on hand, just like to go, is very nice. As long as it's goblin babies, it's all good. Yeah. It's just the goblin babies for now. Oh no. And that's why we need food. You can also do this to their bodies. Fun little game. Hey. Wow. Apparently I have killed 6,666 enemies. Oh, that's... Okay, so that's a regular child. I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Oh, wait, I could just blow those up. Huh. Oh, I left a katana, or a wakizashi in here. Lovely. This is such a fun game. It's just all over the place. It's exactly my kind of thing, where it's all over the place. Bullet speed plus 150%. You know what? That works really well. Or wait. Bullet speed doesn't matter. This is an energy weapon. The bullets move instantly. I forgot about that. So I don't actually care about bullet speed. I think Gauntlet. Yeah, there's a little bit of infighting between the children and the goblin children. It happens. I'm gonna have to double check that because I'm fairly certain that energy weapons don't have like they have infinite. Ooh, yo. They have not infinite range, but they have infinite bullet speed. Pretty sure. Oh, hi, baby. Aid kit. It's all right to have early game. Late game, it's kind of heavy, kind of big. It is nice to have this many bullets just ready to go in a gun. A reload. It's so... Oh. I guess he's my guy's jammed his finger in the loading port. Whoops. Fondue is a good food to get. Oh, I can't actually shoot. I can't shoot. I've actually glitched it. Okay. Is that? Oh, that's like the actual aiming. Jeez. Awful aim. Like that reticle is absolutely atrocious. You can't see anything. Okay, more grenades. I take those. And a snail. I also take that. I'll eat a snail. I'll eat a fucking snail off the ground. You watch. I'll do it. I don't know why I brought this other gun along with. It's literally just an insta-kill shotgun. It doesn't... I guess I needed the insurance or something. I don't know. It is also handy for breaking down these cracked walls. Diving fin. That is actually handy. That's pretty good. I like that. I appreciate that. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. The music in this game is also really nice. At first, it's very like trap, you know. It's very trap-esque, which is good. I don't typically listen to trap music, but this music in particular I quite like. Explosive bear. This is the guy who I needed the dog eyes for me. Oh, he wants a dirk? Really? Okay, what's the whole thing? I was wondering something. Yeah. I have the dog eyes. Ooh, you actually got them. I mean, great. Here's your card. Welcome to the family. Not all of our policies are weird like that, by the way. Are you gonna buy a gun? Ooh, okay, so what's the card? Proven they know their way around firearms. That's a fun little thing. I don't know if that's functional at all, but that's fun. Okay, let's sell off some of these less useful things. Rod stop can go away. Do I want to take the 50 BMG P90? Do I dare? Probably not. If I'm being honest. So yeah, if I were to like drop this, does this do anything for me? As business. Trying to scamper off with one of the corpse makers. Corporate thought we needed to expand in the caves of all places. Okay. So there isn't anything. It literally is just... It's just a card that I get. Alright, that's fine. Is there anything else I want to sell? Kidney... I think I can mash the kidney. Next time I find the what do you call it? Reload speed. Next time I find a cook pot, I will go and mash that kidney up. Reload speed, nah. I'm good. These are actually good regular food. I should probably be picking these up. I like that. I've played this game quite a bit, so I know all the layouts and stuff at this point. Although, occasionally it still gets the better of me. Alright, so... Let's do this. Ammo consume chance and bullet speed. I think that shouldn't... It's still... Yeah, so it doesn't actually matter. Lovely. Because now I can use this thing a little bit more reliably. I'll eat the chocolate bar. A little unhealthy. Like that time I only used a few bullets. So hopefully through, you know, a little bit of trial and error. Ooh. Loads of doohickeys. I'm gonna make sulfur grenades because they're better. What's good? So I can mash this into kidney stones. With the kidney stones, I can make something. Not sure. Mushroom omelet, sawdust, that, green glob, or sawdust. I'll make the sawdust. Why not? I don't know what the green globs are for, but they're for something. Maybe. Scholar wants 3 of the kidney stones? That's good to know. Gotta remember, I still need to reload this thing. I haven't quite reached the point where I can shoot it without worry. All of these. Thank you. Oh, I forgot. So recently they added these doors into the game that lock behind you. So you can't go all the way back. Because previously, the best strategy to like beat enemies was just you run into them and then you walk backwards as you shoot them, because they all walk towards you. But they added that so that people would stop doing that, and I am honestly quite glad because it makes the combat more interesting. All right, let's continue. So Yeah. Oh, okay. So I can go through it. So what's the point? I guess it's just like it's limiting in some capacity. I don't know. I kind of expected that to like proper cut me off, but you just open it back up. Fill our inventory with these, and then do a little bit more just straight running. Oh. Okay, so I think the gun's getting good. The gun does feel a little bit more powerful than it was. We're just gonna reload it one by one. Yo, what's up? How's it going, script? These things. For me. Pistol damage I don't need. Rifle damage I don't need. I'll get rid of that. These I don't need. That sells good. Do you have anything else I actually want? You don't. Then I will move on. Oh, god damn it. Those ghosts suck. I hate them. They're annoying. There's like 3 different kinds, and they all do different things, but that one in particular, I'm pretty sure is a kind that just shows up and like spontaneously shows up behind you. Rips out your ass. Just came up behind me and ripped my ass off. Real naughty work now. What the fuck? Why? Ow! Was that the... Was that you? Did you throw an exploding barrel at me? That took out my entire health bar. I'm lucky that didn't insta-kill me. Jesus. Wow. I was not expecting that. So yeah, the ghosts are a little bit mean. Yeah, a little rude of them. All poison. Okay, we're almost at the point where I can put on the who's counting. That I don't need. Disables aiming, I don't care. Yeah. And then by the time that that's in, it should be pretty much a murder machine, this thing. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Okay, so if we make that and then use that, make that, then I get 2 of them. These make the broth. I will use the minimum required to make the broth. There. Throw that. Mashed potatoes, sure. And I'll just dump all these on the plate. There we are. We're almost there. Ooh. Drifter. That's like a mediocre gun. Not particularly good, but it's not particularly bad either. It's passable. Oop. All right, let's put that on and see. Ooh, okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now what I'll need, I need, of course, a little bit more of the ammo, like saving ammo stuff. But on top of that, I kind of want to get some fire rate, because this gun gets better the longer it fires. So if I make it fire faster, it'll get better faster. Having trouble platforming around. Kill the regular guys. Damn, 2 chests here. 2, wow. 2 oils. And some nigiri. There's loads of stuff. Okay, what's this? Damage, lower RPM. Well, I wanted the RPM. I'm gonna sell both of these. Actually, Sender I might hang on to for another gun. Like that could be fun for the other one there. Okay, you take that, you take that. You take the nigiri. Kind of doohickey. Kind of do shit. Get rid of them. Cinder oil I'll hang on to. Sawdust I will not. Do you have anything for me? Roll of earth, fire, light, nature. Okay, I gotta check which one. Sulfur possessions. It is not corpse explosion. Pollen? Toxic lobotomy? No. Not toxic lobotomy. Voodoo. It might be voodoo. No. It is not voodoo. Which one is it? There are a lot. Dying enemies are raised to fight for you. The minion lasts longer with each extra hit before the corpse comes to a halt. Yeah. Okay, so I need 2 dark scrolls to get that. Gotcha. I will try to find a couple of dark scrolls. Besides that, we're all good. Because that way, I can just kind of, you know, like if there is a horde of enemies, I can just hold down the attack button and they will kind of like naturally get a shit ton of extra health as my allies. That's what I'm hoping, at least. I like this new system with the door kind of leading into the room. It's nice, and it's a good way of also separating out enemies so that you don't accidentally have an enemy spot you from across the map just because of inconvenient level generation, which is nice. Okay, I've got a ton of these. So I'll do that. I can make a Spanish omelet. Make some mushroom soup. I'll take that. Okay, we are good on food. At this point, no problem one of those. Goblin skin. I think if I use 2 of those, I can make a thing of beef jerky. Oh. Who are you coming after? Gentle oil. That might be it. Durability. Nah, it's not. One thing this might require is durability, though. Because every single bullet is going to take off a chunk of my durability. Why are those guys so bulky? I guess... I'm not even killing these guys. They're just drowning. There's just goblins drowned in that little pocket, I guess. Yeah, it's the same room. Ooh, pizza. Pizza is the best healing item. So that's nice. Do any of these? Oh. Heal you. You're fine. Yeah, having a lot of good healing stuff for your equipment is important. Like repair stuff, rather. Because otherwise, you are eventually you're gonna have a really powerful weapon, and you're gonna shoot it twice, and it's gonna break. Good guy. So in those circumstances, having the voodoo spell would cause that guy who I accidentally shot 1,000,000 times to, you know, come back as a powerful zombie. Cycle oil. Reload speed. Eh. I still don't need reload speed, really. Yeah, this gun's starting to get good. I'm glad, because normally this gun sucks. I've said that already. Spiderwebs. There was another ghost there. Oh. Sounds like we've got some infighting happening. Yeah, we got cultists down here. Shooting at me. I think I heard the ghost. Ooh, my health is kind of low. Let's fix that. Okay, that was a bit of a big fight. That's fine, though. Oh, Bronco. Oh, yeah, my favorite gun, the Bronco. This is a gun that I should probably try upgrading at some point. Some of the most fun I have in this game is just going through and trying to figure out how to make certain guns powerful. Because some guns require very specific requirement. Like, they have very specific needs, effectively. They've got weaknesses that are too stand out to just be... Ah! Whoa! Okay. Shotgun, save me. So, I don't know if you saw that. My gun... My gun was just like spitting out bullets, but it wasn't actually shooting any. That could have been bad. Like you could see the shell casings coming out. Ooh, the side. But it wasn't actually shooting. Another one of them. Dog whistle. Summons a dog companion at the start of each floor. What? That's crazy. I didn't know that they had that in the game. Hell yeah. What? That's new. And I love playing indie games. Indie games are so good. They're so full of effort and ideas and concepts. And also they actually get good updates. As opposed to being put out half-baked and then you get what you get kind of thing. There's a reason why I just don't touch AAA stuff. It sucks mostly. Blast cannon oil. Less durability, but a bunch more damage. I mean, more damage on this thing might go hard. But with how many bullets it shoots at once, it doesn't really seem like it needs to. It really doesn't need the extra damage. Who's DMing me? Okay, I'll take the jerky, I guess. That, sure. Take whatever I have. Organizing. There. Also another a new area. This room feels completely new to me. That's nice. I like that. I cannot wait until this game gets multiplayer. It is going to be so nice. Hey, Ralphie. The goat. You can buy all of my garbage. Blast Canyon is kind of cool, though. Plus 50% damage is a lot of damage. You know, that could be really nice to have. But also, you know, I'll hang on to it. I'll hang on to it. TV. Fine, that goes for a lot of money. That goes for an amount of money. I don't care about it otherwise. Yeah. Alright. Let's get the red laser sight, because that one looks cooler on this gun. Let's get some more ammo. Let's get not another repair kit. I don't need it. Guess a little bit more ammo there. Yeah. Is that everything I have? Yeah. Mostly. I like the accuracy this thing receives. Escargot. Sure, why not? The boss fight with this thing is going to be so straightforward. You'll see. It's hopefully, you know, hopefully it's going to be straightforward. It's very possible that the boss fights just blindsides me. It's 10 charisma. I think the charisma is just it gives you discounts at shops or something? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this gun's getting good. That was the mini boss. That feels good. Normally fighting that guy, those guys, I guess that guy, he turned into 3 other guys, but that one guy. Normally that's a pretty annoying fight. Hey, and there's the dog. He's all 2D and stuff. I like that. Oh yeah. Because normally the dogs are enemies, so it's nice to have a friendly one around. Fondue. Oh boy. 20 health over 9 seconds. It's mediocre. 15 health over 4 seconds. Also mediocre. Better. Fondue is a much better choice. God, I love sawdust. Let's get that. The dog should be able to just jump gaps, eh? Yeah. It's not the kind of familiar that that just walks into every single hazard, you know? I heard the ghost. Oh, dog. It's poison. No. Okay, I gotta get out of this corridor. There we go. All right. Well, the dog's gone. I probably shouldn't have expected him to stick around too long, but I wasn't prepared for him to immediately perish. Let's jam the unlabeled oil in there. Let's put the Santa coat in there. Take the other piece of toilet paper. What do I want to jam into the toilet? Toilet pizza? Toilet eye? You know what? Maybe I do just store some of these oils in the toilet. I'll run into another toilet later. I'll be able to retrieve them. All right. Oh. Okay. Oh, no. Hey, don't do that. Oh. What gets rid of burn? That gets rid of burn. Burn. Confidence oil. Or crit chance. Crit chance could be cool. With the amount of bullets I'm shooting, crit chance could be, like, really good, actually. Why'd the music just do that? I like to be thorough. Never know what kind of treasures and riches might be lost down at the bottom of some random lake. Did this level up? It did. Ah. I don't know if I want to put any of those oils on it, if I'm being honest. I kind of want to run it through the town. See how it does through there. So yeah, you can't shoot straight out of reloading, because otherwise it does that. And I mean, that's cool. Cool that I can do this, but I don't think it's very functional. Okay. Gotta move some of the stuff out of my inventory. A lot of junk. Thyroid. And the repair kit's actually helpful. That. Yeah. Fuck you. In particular. Is there anything up here? No. Oh, okay. Hi. This gives me an excuse to heal a bit. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for sticking around, practically. Have a good one. You next time you show up. A spread. I don't care about the spread. It already deals with that. Oh, boss fight. Well, let's. Not gonna be able to pick up anything. I have so much stuff in my inventory. Gato can go in there. Why not? Here we are. Kind of get rid of some of this. There we are. Perfect. All right. Yo, what's up, cousin?
Soft must be cousin's birthday.
I'm gonna shoot you. Got a circle strafe. Things are looking good. Whoop. Get him, dog. Sorry, dog. All right. Lovely. Okay, so it doesn't do that much, you know, or well, it did a lot, but it didn't. It could do better. There is room for improvement. I think it is just going to be more bullet, like, or less bullet consume chance, frankly. Damn. Gun's also pretty scuffed up. Hey. So now we take it to the town and see if it holds up. Gonna quickly dump anything we don't really need. That's fine, that's fine. The dog whistle I'll hang on to. The loaded die is cool. Go. Go. Fill that over here. Put the membership card underneath my driver's license. Got a few of these little ticket things. All right. Do a little bit of modification here. Nothing too fancy, just changing it light on that. Pop that out. Major dome, I don't really mind on it. It is what it is.
Follow mine.
Up the guns. I mean, and I'm pretty sure most of this stuff should be heavily discounted, eh? Yeah? No? No, apparently not. I guess the charisma works only in certain circumstances. Alright. So you can take... Take one of them. Yeah, otherwise, it's all good. Let's deposit, recount, recoup. Let's take out $1,000. Take out 150 of them, and then we'll fill up 800 of them. I'll take the Molotov because it fills out another slot. Got a lot of just random crap in here. Ooh, so we have one scroll of dark. That's promising. Let's see. Can I get my hands on another scroll? This guy doesn't sell scrolls. Bullet speed, ammo consume chance. Pretty low. I want 25 plus 40. That's 65. I need 30 at least, you know? I'm looking for 30 lower ammo consume. Projectile amount could be crazy. I don't want to lower my maxter. Yeah, I don't want to use that. So this lowers damage, increases spread, but increases projectile amount. I think there's a better oil to use for that. So I'm going to save up. Plus 30 max durability. I might take that. Although right now I'm fine. Right now I should be fine, you know? Shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, so we got all our doohickeys and thingamajigs. Roll of Dark, I'm gonna hang on to there. Want a second one before my gun will become truly just excellent. Yeah. All right, now here's where we really put the gun to the test. The town is probably well, I mean, it is the first area that really is just a challenge. Your enemies have guns, and there's so many of them. So you gotta be careful. Oh, something just exploded. Oh no, somebody. The extra range in this map also doesn't lend itself to this weapon. Yeah, it's not ideal for this weapon. Give me them intestines. I'm likely to run out of ammo pretty quickly in this area, so I gotta be careful. Why I have the shotgun back up. That one. Terminator oil. Damage but less move speed. Move speed is one of those things that's just a little too important to give up in this game. In most circumstances. You could technically just swap off to a different weapon if you really needed it, but, yeah. Laziest excuse for a dish, my ass. Poutine is so good. Then again, this game was made by a Swedish guy, I'm pretty sure, so I don't know if I don't know if our tastes are gonna match. Okay, this one's a shotgun. The range makes it just not economical to it makes it completely not economical to use the machine gun, at least until I have the means to just shoot willy-nilly. We're close, but not quite there. I heal. And chickens. Hidden chickens. Something. Fine. Holy toast. Oh, right. Get 3 of these coyote time toasts. I don't really need them. I'd rather hang on to the wine for if I get sugar, because then I can make a really good drink. Just shoot bullets. Just shoot shit. Cloth of various sizes. I'm really running out of space here. Gonna have to start moving the crappier food out of my inventory to hold stuff. I also quite like the music game. It's all very experimental. I'm not dealing with the teleporting guy. Recipe. Poutine. I already know the recipe for poutine. Eh. Oh, wow. Whoa, wow. Yep. Take it easy. Not ideal. Coco. Eat. Max durability plus 50%. You know what? Maybe I take that. Plus 50% max durability is a good amount of durability. There we go. Took a second. Oh. My ammo. Oh, hey, Ralphie.
Fantastic.
You are a godsend.
I am not.
Extra jumps, negative. Yeah, so it removes the jump. It just gives a bunch of charisma. Get rid of that because I think I already have. Ooh, 2 of these. If only. If only. A white laser sight. Haven't seen that. I guess they've added quite a few different types of laser sights at this point. Oh, sneaky fucker. Yeah, some more firing speed. Oh! Just can fuck right off with that. Shit. Yeah, the durability goes down fast on this thing. Which, you know, makes sense. Kind of makes sense, you know, considering how fast I am shooting it. Durability is going to be a major thing for this gun. I'm gonna have to go through a number of durability modifications once I actually get this proper infinite firing. Oh yeah, each individual bullet does quite a bit less damage than initially. Justin. Another cheeseburger. A double cheeseburger. I'm pretty sure this is pretty much like instant health. It's 20 HP in a second. So the double cheeseburger is frankly the best. Didn't see the dog. Spicy sausage. There we go. Actually insane food. Sausage omelet. 42 health over 10 seconds. That's not good. 40 health over 2 seconds is significantly better than that. Frog feet. Here. There. I do kind of have to pre-fire this thing a bit. Like, it gets really strong after firing for a few seconds. Oh, wow. Sneaky motherfucker. You're less sneaky. Flower. It is all pretty much up to random chance whether or not I shoot. Like, whether or not I use up a bunch of ammo or not a lot. I just gotta hope to get lucky. Oh shit. Snipers. Okay, I got him. There's sugar I was looking for. Need the second one. I don't know what your deal is. Oh, and they have something in here. Ah. Scary. The dog skin, like, examination quote would look great on a dog. It's so goofy. Oh. Okay, so I guess we're holding it like this now. Never mind. People are probably gonna flood through here. Yes, no? Apparently not. Oh, this is good. To dump off a lot of my extra stuff. Being light scroll. I don't need that very much. Take these and get another one of the Admiral Whites. And I'll put them away. I don't really need them. Americano's fine. All right. I don't need to grab that. I've already got all my stuff. Full. Oh, fire. Anything give fire go away? No? Okay. Just... Looks like the enemies died to it anyways, so... It's nice. Realized that I play games very slowly. Because normally, like, I really want to get good at, like, just running through games real quick. But the problem is that, like, every time I try, like, I start and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go and play through just the entire game. One big fell swoop. It'll be great. I take a year and a half doing every single thing. It's just how it works out for me. I don't really know why. Well, you know why I get hyper fixated on organization. We're almost there. Almost at the level up. What's up, stiff leg?
Whoa!
What in the hell are you? 42 mag size. You're 4 Your length of 4. I want you, dude. SOCOM Ace. 2-round hyperburst system. I want to try that. Is there any possibility that I could get my hands on you? I think I'd have to sell my Major Dome. These go for a lot. I need a little over 1,000 more. I'll come back to you. Ice skates. Move speed. Besides that, not much. Whoa! All right. Oh. Okay, well if I want to get that gun, then I'm going to need to do it now. Means sacrifices may have to be made. Bullet speed, reload speed. Okay, hold on. We're only a little bit off. Almost. I want to sell that. Ooh. What to do? I mean, it's right there. I'll just backtrack, see if I can find any loot that I passed up on. Because I'm like so close to getting it. Oh, wait. I could just take it a little bit more money. Oh, I'm glad that's there. Yo, what's up, stiff leg? I've got a hankering for whatever the fuck this is. This gun looks interesting. Let's see. Oh. Weird. So it shoots 2 bullets. This would make for a crazy shotgun. I'm intrigued by this. I like it. And I think, frankly, the Major Dome is unnecessary. I can probably do without it. I'm gonna keep it in case, but I want to be overconfident right now. Yeah, so we're gonna put most of that back. I'll take a couple thousand. Okay, let's take 100 of those. These I could just snag everything. 1,500. How about... And then for these, I can also kind of just snag as many as I need. All right. That should be good. This gun is interesting. And a hyperburst system. It's interesting. Want to mess around with him more. I won't. Green tea gum. You also just like the form factor of it. Weird in a cool way. It's very akin to the Ash 20, I believe is what it's called. Like something Ash. Old I think it's a Russian assault rifle, battle rifle. Big gun. Discharge. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. Dollar. What is up? You can take all three of those. Let's see. Ammo consume chance. Okay, I already have that on here. That would be nice. Food stamp oil. That'd bring us up to 85, which is good, but want to see if there's anything better. More damage could be good. That uses extra ammo. Bulk oil. Okay, it just increases bullet drop. But I don't think this thing can. Here's where we see. All right? Because if we put the bulk oil on this, presumably this gun will have infinite ammo, and all I will have to do is stick a durability oil on it. The heck? What? Out of here. Get out of my empty ass chat. Probably didn't need to buy those. I'm really hopeful because I'm fairly certain that light-based weaponry wouldn't have bullet drop. Maybe. I really hope that's how it works because it doesn't have, like, movement speed. It's instant. So it doesn't really make sense that it would have bullet drop. We will have to see. Besides that, yeah, bullets penetrate, damage, nah. We'll get this last little bit for the gun and see what it offers. Oi. I gotta get a little, like, a couple levels on this one at least. Far-sighted oil. Yeah. Nope. I don't like the chance to consume extra ammo, like modifiers. It's it's rarely okay, except for if you're using it on a gun that only chambers one round at a time. In which case, it's very overpowered. So, you know, I guess it's situational. Cotton candy. Probably need to kill like one more guy. Like the level is right there. It was literally one more guy. All right. So here's where we test. If I take the bulk oil, put it on the inner axis. Okay, so it becomes like a hose. I'm fine with that, actually. That's completely fine by me, because it is still very strong. All right. So now I can start working on the other gun, this one, because that one's like pretty much finished. Oh, the Mario. I love this gun, but it's like I don't need it right now. Kind of use it at the moment. Yeah, 40 times 8. Gonna sell it off. Yeah, the Mario is one of my favorite guns just because of the fact that it's a double barrel shotgun. I love them things. They're fun, look cool. They're super simple. Overall, my vibe. But at the moment, it doesn't really serve. I know Twitch wouldn't like me saying that, but shut up. Flip bounces. I want my aiming for this second gun, because now I'm buying for the second gun. Yeah. I'm thinking I might either load it up with, what do you call it? With shotgun ammo. Or I'll load it up with fucking 50 BMG, because I can totally imagine the recoil on this thing being interesting. Like I can see this thing being a pretty solid range gun. Like it plinks pretty well. Yeah, I feel like that could be a lot of damage. Okay, so this thing, it takes 42 bullets. So yeah, it takes 42 bullets. It does in fact consume that much ammo. It just visibly doesn't have that many in the, I guess, because it's like a side view of a double stacked magazine. I don't know. I could pretend to know what the mechanics of the weapons in this game are. I can just assume based off of what they look like. But I'm liking this. This one, absolutely. Absolutely my kind of thing. Gonna need to start getting more food. I feel like this has got to be a crazy sniper. Does it have... It has excellent spread. Holy shit. Okay. That's fun. I just got to be careful about the durability on it. Split between making it a... I'm split between making it a shotgun or a sniper. I'm thinking sniper because I make a lot of shotguns in this game. At some point, I gotta make the Snoot a good gun. Gotta make a bunch of good guns. Oh, hey! And there's the final thing for the Neuraxis. Now it is going to become a fucking massacre machine. It'll be awesome. Of course, I will need to shoot it a lot, which means a lot of repairing. So it'll take a while, but for the time being... Yeah, this thing just needs some more damage. It'll be crazy. Charisma. Thing I want to buy off you. Sure. Do that. And 25% discount on stuff. I don't need that ammo anymore. Gravedigger one of them. Gotcha. I'll take the sugar as well. That. Even more of the mulled wine. Okay, so we're doing much better on food now. What did you want? Oh, the liver. Yeah. All right. What's up, fella? I don't need a... Do I need a butter sandwich? I want to hang on to the bread. Good. We're back here. Visiting the turlet once again. Ooh, okay. You know what? Plus 50% damage. That's good. That'll be crazy. Put one of the Admiral Whites in there. Just store those there for now. Paper and cloth. Headset. It is just a hose. It's like a long distance hose as well. It's like I got a hose on jet. How lovely. This is good for fondue. But I don't know if I want to do that right now. You know what? Yeah, no, we'll do it. Get a bunch of cheese. Then sandwich. Health over 5 seconds. Health over. The sandwiches are actually way more worth it. And then I still have 2 pieces of cheese for fondue. Where I to removes burning in voodoo. I don't know what to do with that specifically. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Holy shit. What the hell, dude? I think I got him. I did. That was so many of them. Jesus. I got that liver for fella. His name is Grossberg. Put it in the toilet for him. Okay. So a little bit of product movement, perhaps, could do us some good. What's up? Okay. Get rid of that and that. Cheese is good. That can go. That can go. That can go. That can go. That can go, honestly. It does less repairing than this does. It's less useful. Do you sell a repair kit? So that repair kit's going on that. That's back to full. Now suddenly we are low on repair kits. Luckily, I just put some in the in the toilet, so we're good. Maybe, hopefully. Gonna reorganize a bit. Yeah. Do that. Big important at the top. Sandwiches can go there. Also go here. I'll put cheeseburger there. A handy thing to have on. Okay. Okay. You don't have any more sugar, so I can't get more of the Okay. Now it's time to go back to where all the people died so that I can pick up all of them. Lung. Pungs and lungs and sorts of skunks. Make more cheese sandwiches. Right now, that's not the best decision. Skewer. Oh, I forgot the bone can be used as the skewer. There's so much skin around. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it all. I don't think I'm gonna be able to min-max this this away. I think I'm just gonna have to leave a bunch of stuff on the ground. Sorry. Sorry that I keep on slashing you across the face, Grossberg. Just cause that reaction in people. All right. Take that. You know what? I'll eat it too. Side. Anything else? Anything else? No. Okay, now we can actually proceed. I don't want to make the cheese sandwiches. Currently, the way that I've got my my inventory organized, it would not be a good idea. A dolphin, really? That's... I don't know how I'd even transport that. The dolphin is super huge. I don't have any more wine for the sugar. We're just gonna keep going. Whoa. The abomination took a lot of damage. Holy shit. I was spraying that thing for years. Jeez. All right, how's this looking? Yeah, that took a good chunk off of it. Maybe I don't want the voodoo. Like, voodoo is potentially really good. I just don't know if it has the... I don't know if it has the... No. The amount of effort required to go the distance. Not know what I am saying. Do I want sandwiches? Do I want a cheeseburger? I think I'm gonna get the sandwiches. I don't want the sandwiches, actually. It would still fill up my inventory way too much. Oh, this is boss. All right. Yeah, we go through here. Ooh. Get the best shoe. Okay, how fast I run. Yes. Okay. I'm going to do a risky play for these guys. Okay. Kind of battle of the machine guns over here. All right. And that's game. Rid of crappy food. Couple of sellables. And see what the loot is. I've already got a dart, but if I didn't, I would totally take it. I'm happy with that. And I believe that now might be a good time to call it quits for today. Because it has been 3 hours. And at this point, nobody's left. So, I will be calling it quits. Thank you to everybody for watching and lurking. Thank you to VOD viewers, of course. And, yeah. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.